Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to be doing our weekly technical analysis of Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies that we currently follow. Our main goal here at Altcoin Mentors is to help as many people as possible achieve their goal of financial freedom, and we believe trading cryptocurrencies is an opportunity of a lifetime. By the end of this video, you have a better understanding of where the cryptocurrency markets are going in the near-term and long-term future, even though recently it's been going nowhere, just sideways, which is not as bad as you might think, and I'll explain. So if you like our videos, please follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. We also have a model portfolio for our 2K 5X challenge, where we're currently up almost 300% since April. If you'd like to be notified of our latest videos, please hit the bell button. Okay, so let's look at our weekly chart for Bitcoin. So what I talked about earlier, even though the markets are going sideways, the understanding is that in the universe of tradable instruments, cryptocurrencies, and the reason why we believe it's an opportunity of a lifetime is because of its volatility. So is volatility as great as it was 6-7 months ago, a year ago? The answer is no. But even now, with Bitcoin where it is now. So Bitcoin on the weekly chart, you see it's just going sideways. So yeah, you have to see that. On a daily, right, it's going up, down, up, down, up, down. But the key here, though, is that when people look at the range, like, oh, look, the range is like $1,600. It's, $2,300 from July to August. These are not big moves. But that's where most of the crypto world, in my opinion, is wrong. And they don't see the opportunities here. And that's why we say that this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Because, for example, 2 weeks ago from yesterday, and even on a day like yesterday, the regular financial markets, the indexes, were down 3-4% in a day. And everyone on our trading floor, most everyone, made a lot of money, right? A lot of money. And so how can we make so much money off of a 3 or 4% move, right? Where Bitcoin, the average true range on Bitcoin every single day is 3 to 4%. So how come people aren't celebrating every single day that they're making so much money off of Bitcoin or other cryptos as things are moving, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, percent, every single day? The reason is that most people don't know how to trade. What they're looking for is that they're so used to looking at the charts, because that's all they look at. They look at charts from the previous time periods, and all they look at is they look at it with like covetous eyes. They're like, oh, look at that, man! That thing, Bitcoin ran up, $2,000, that day, right? The understanding is that those days are gone. They're unicorns. That they're dinosaurs, and they don't exist anymore, right? It is non-existent. It died. It's prehistoric. If you think about it that way, and you have a better understanding of what Bitcoin and the other crypto markets are doing now, then you can have a better view of your expectations. And when you temper your expectations, right, then you can actually become a better trader. So Bitcoin is going sideways, so there's not too much to talk about. So I'm going to focus on the ones that are moving. So we'll just go through a run through. So Ether, still consistently going down. It's been going sideways for a while. As you can see, nothing has happened over the last 10 days. But even in Ether, if you look at it, I have these, this is not even like major support or resistance. These are just range lines. But the range line here is 20 points, 10%. So there's still an opportunity to make, a decent amount of money. Same thing with EOS. EOS is not going anywhere. But if you look at the range on EOS, it's still about 5 to 8%. XMR on a medium term, same thing, right? So right now, most of the major coins, I don't really follow Ripple or Litecoin. I'm not saying I don't really, I don't, right? So Bitcoin, Ether, EOS, and XMR are the ones that I have pegged to the dollar, right? And all of those, as you can see, they're all just going sideways. And then we get to the fun part. So let's look at things like Icon. So Icon on a weekly basis looks bad, but if you look at it over the last few months, it's just been going sideways. And now look, we have a blue, right? We have a change of color. And so if it breaks out, this will be on a weekly chart. It'll actually look pretty good. what happens that the last time it happened up over here, it went from 36.41 all the way to 52.91. So almost 50% increase from here to here, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but when everything else is going down and this is going sideways and we have a change of color on a weekly, not looking that bad. So we look at it on a daily and you can see it. It bounced off support. Now it's just going sideways. It has to pick a direction. Will it go up? Will it go down? Right now, it looks like it might start going a little bit higher. So as you can see, right, you can see it. It's not really going that high, but it's not really going that low either. So I have a target up here. We'll see what happens, but it's looking better than others. So the other one that I also want to focus on is Eng Enigma. Same thing. It's been hugging this major support line for a long time. It's been waffling through. If it breaks 9938, I really think that it has a chance to go much higher, right? All the way maybe possibly up to the highs in August, which is around 13.2. So if it does that, that also is a pretty good return, because now you're talking about 30%, on your money. So even if it only goes up a little bit, right? You have to understand that's 5-10%. That's a lot. So the idea is that little by little by little equals a lot. So if you're making 1-2%, trading your account, and you make that on a consistent basis on a weekly period, imagine how much money you're going to have at the end of the year. You make 1% a week. That's 50%. The problem is that people are used to making 50% in a day, 50% in a week, 50% in a month. So their expectations are so high that when they make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% in a day or in a week, they get, they're like, oh man, but I made this much money before. But you can't compare that, right? So today is a different, world. That world doesn't exist anymore, right? Because that world is gone. Because if you look at, coin market cap, if you look at all the other, indicators out there, when you look at volume, the number of exchanges, what they're doing, you see that's shrinking. It's going down, 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 and down. Right? So what happened is that everyone who wanted to get rich quick, they're all out, right? And they're not coming back, for a long time. So if those players are out, how can you make money now? And the way you can make money is by doing it little by little by little. So let's look at the ZRX. ZRX is also one of the ones I've been touting for a while. You can see that it hit the major support here, major support. Now it went up, it hit major resistance, midterm resistance, it bounced down, and now there's going to be another key right here. So this will be a real big test for 0x. If it breaks this little green support line at 12.956, it can go all the way down to 18.97. If it bounces back up, I expect it to go back up to 14.150, and hopefully it'll retest 15957. And look at these numbers, by the way. Right, so if it goes from here to here, that's almost a 8% move. And if it goes from here to here, talking about a 25% move, right? That's still very, very good. So let's not, let's understand where we are in, tradable securities, right? Tradable instruments, and understand that this is still a very good opportunity. We don't have to get down on ourselves for not making, as much money as all the, I won't say like fake people, but all the people who said they made so much money, a year ago, 2 years ago, right? So we talk about it on a consistent basis. It's not how much money you make in a day or in a week or in a year. It's about how much money you make over 10, 20, 30 years. So here we go with Zcoin, same thing. This one is not looking as good, but I wouldn't touch it, so I won't even talk about it too much. Link, though, is a little bit different story. I talked about Link before. So it bounced off of major support here. So I had my stop loss over here. It went a little bit higher, hit major resistance, and a good sign here, retested support. So I can move this thing over here, and it'd be the same thing, right? Which is basically test it, go a little bit higher, test it again, right? And as long as it doesn't break through, create a new higher high, that looks very good. And that's what I'm looking for to happen up here too. So I just move this, same thing up over here, right? So another great sign would be for it to hit support here, go back up a little bit, come back down, test it again, right? And then make a new higher high, and then I expect it to go back up to 7354. And so once again, if you look at it from the bottom to the top over here, talk about a 20% range from here to here. That's huge, right? So let's not, forget that. So we have to understand that there's still money to be made out there. What you have to do is you have to be a hunter, right? So I gave this analogy before, like what does a hunter do, right? A hunter doesn't chase things, right? A hunter waits. If you go deer hunting, you set up your little tent or thing, up in the treetops, right? You get your rifle, you get your scope, you put on camouflage, and you wait. You pick a spot, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait for an animal to come into your kill zone, and then you kill it, right? You don't go chasing for it, because then they know you're coming. Right? So you wait, you stay disciplined. And that's what we want to do now as traders. So now the days of just throwing money in and chasing it and having it run, those days are over, right? Because what happened is that all those animals that you could catch, right? Doing it that way, they're all dead. They don't exist anymore, So evolution, right? Things have changed now. Right? So now the only things that are out there are the smart animals, right? So that's what we're doing. So now what you're doing is you're trading against smarter people, right? Because remember, every time that you trade something is that it's a buyer-seller relationship. When you buy something, someone has to sell it to you. And what that means is that they think that it's over. So these guys are getting smarter and smarter. So now you could throw money at things before, chase it, do a shotgun approach, right? And maybe catch something, kill things, and make some, money. Because they're slower, they're stupid, they're dinosaurs. But those people are all dead now. So now you're going against quicker, more nimble, smarter, animals. So because of that, you have to become a more strategic hunter. So wait for your spots, right? Keep an eye on it, and then go kill it. So BTS is one of the other ones that I looked at, but I told you before I might stop looking at it because it's not doing that much. Raven is something that we were looking at before. And Raven has been doing really well. So, same thing. Like, I know that Charlie made over 120% in one of his recent trades on Raven. So there are still, places where you can make a lot of money, a lot of money. Like, I'm happy with making 5-10%, right? Charlie made 100%, but the idea is a very simple, phrase, right? By doing same things over and over again, by trading in a very consistent, disciplined manner, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a position where luck can find you. So did Charlie expect to make 120% on this trade? No. I think his target was making maybe 50%, 60%, right? But, he entered the trade took off, and it's not because he caused the trade to happen that way. I just said that's what the market did. And then he took profits and he got out. So if he had held it a little bit longer, he wouldn't have made as much money, right? So what you have to do is you have to understand that the marketplace is a little bit different now. So, you go in, you wait for your patterns, you kill it, you come back, you wait for it again. And that's what we really want to do. And that's what trading is all about, for the long term. So remember that the times have changed. The slow dinosaurs are gone. Now we are going against quicker, smarter animals. So we have to become more patient, more disciplined. So hope you enjoyed watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. So if you like our videos, please share it with your friends and other crypto traders. If you have any questions, please ask away in the comment section below. We do a very good job of answering all of our comments and questions right away. Thank you again for watching, and see you in our next video.